Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Islamiat 11th Federal Board and other boards of Punjab, English medium for English medium student. Belief in akhira, the life after death. This is the concept of today. We have three questions in this exercise. One by one, we will see the question. Question number one: explain the concept of the belief in the life after death or afterlife in the light of the Hadith and the Holy Quran. First of all, generally we have to describe what is life after death. It is a temporary life, as the Holy Quran says us. And then we have to give some examples, verses of the Holy Quran we have to quote from the Holy Quran and Hadith. There will be some verses of the Holy Quran and Hadith in order to explain it. For example, we have this verse of the Holy Quran: every soul shall taste death, kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. And another verse of this one. So at least two verses we have to give as the references in order to just explain the topic in the light of the Holy Quran. After that, we have to give the heading of belief in the akhira in the light of the Hadith, that what Hadith says about it. In the same way, we have to present and the quote some Hadith of the Holy Prophet regarding the life after death. For example, the first Hadith is that it is a prison for the believer and the paradise for the disbeliever, and life of grave, this Hadith over there. And two Hadith would be enough in order to write in the light of the Hadith and the Holy Quran this question. After that, we have to conclude, as we have just introduction, that the life is temporary. We come in this world with the command of Allah, and we will go back from this world when the order of Allah will come. And neither we come with our own world in this just world, and whenever we will go back, it will be the command of Allah, as it is indicated in the light of the Holy Quran: inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. Actually, we belong to Allah and we have to go back over there. This is basic concept of the akhira. Second question, we have described the stages of a person goes through after the death. There are different stages, as the Holy Quran and the Hadith mention, that we have to face after our death. We have to mention briefly one by one, and we try our level best to mention them step by step, gradually, as they would happen in the same way. And there are some references and some verses in the Holy Quran of the Hadith and Hadith we have to mention as much briefly as we can. So the first thing, that is the Sakratul Maut. It is that at the time of the death, the condition of a person when he is about to die. Second thing, stage in the grave. We have to place in the grave after janaza, Salatul Janaza. Then there would be the question in the graves from the angels: Man Rabbuk, Man Dinuk, and who is your prophet, like that. The believers, practicing believer, it would be easy for them to just answer these questions. Then a hadith tells us there is a life in the grave and life in the barzakh. It is a time after the death. And after that, the day of resurrection. Number 4, we have to just get up again with the command of Allah. There would be a time, all the people there will be resurrected. And the first time, the first blowing of the trump, Hadrat Israfil Islam will blow the trump, sur phukenge. Second time again, and there would be the gathering of the people, Midani Hashir. All the people would be gathered over there for general accountability, as it is mentioned in the Holy Quran and the Hadith. and that will be the day of reckoning or general accountability, hisab kitab. The book of the deed Amal would be given in the right hand, the people they would be successful. Then there would be bridges of Sirat, as it is a famous like Pul Sirat, but Pul Sirat it is not a common word. That is like a bridge. We have to just pass from over there. After that, we would be given a book of deeds, Amal Nama, right or left hand. Then it would be decided heaven or hell on the basis of our deeds and with the blessings of Allah, the reward of the heavens or the punishment of hell. So actually, these questions we have to try our level best to mention in our own words. We should not try just to learn them by heart or mug up them. Just read 2 or 3 times as given in the sequence. In the same way, we have to describe. Some students they try to learn them by heart. It is very difficult and time taking. So better you read it, understand it, write in your own word in the same way. Wherever the references are required, you should give the references of the Hadith and the Holy Quran. Otherwise, in simple and language and the sentences, you have to write it and just explain your words in the same way. Uh, don't try to go into details. Just read and write in your own words. Sometimes the question have less marks. Then to write the half answer will be enough. So if the question having 8 marks, write it in detail. If the question have 4 marks, just to write half of the answer, it would be enough in your own words. The last question: what are the effects of the belief in the akhira or life after life on human life? So effects of the akhira on human life. इंसानी जिंदगी में तौहीद के असरात. So first of all, we have to tell about the akhira that our life is temporary and one day we will have to say goodbye to this world whether we want or not with the command of Allah. And when we believe in this akhira, there must be some changes or effects in our life. The first thing that is inclination toward the good deeds and the aversion to the evil. The person who believes in the akhira, he tries his level best to do the good things, good deeds, nekis, hasanat, and he must avoid the bad things because he knows good things will be rewarded and for the bad thing he would be punished on the day of judgment. Self-respect. He takes care of self-respect, the person who believes in the akhirah, because he know that we have to be present in front of Allah. Broad-mindedness. The person who believes in the akhirah, he is broad-minded. He just not just get disappointed on the little and the minor things because he knows that these all things we have to just leave them over here and we will go in the akhirah without anything over there. Our virtues hasanat that will be rewarded. So courage and bravery. The person who fears Allah and believes in the life after the death, he is courageous and brave because he knows that when the time of death will come, no one could be saved. No one would be able to save him. In the same way, when there is no time, there would be nothing. So it is his belief. Meekness. Meekness to be humble. It is against just pride or just arrogance, against arrogance. The person who believes in the akhirah, he is a meek person and he does not show arrogance because he knows that it is just a temporary life. Anytime we can go to Allah. So he remains just without arrogance. Trust in Allah, avoiding the despair. The person who believes in the akhirah, he trusts in Allah. Had he not disappointed on the little thing, the minor thing in the world, as he knows that we have to go towards Allah. So these are the minor things. And spirit of self, just selflessness. The person who believes in the akhirah, He just keeps in mind and understand that wealth is from Allah. If Allah gives it, he could just get it back anytime. So he spends in the way of Allah on the poor, relatives, on other sadaqat, charities, zakat. He gives in the way of Allah. He knows whatever he would give in the way of Allah, he would get back on the day of judgment. So he is not a miser. He loves to spend in the way of Allah. Conclusion that there are many other effects of the belief in the Akhirah, but these are the main and some prominent effects we have to keep in our mind. So, dear student, all these questions are a bit lengthy, depend upon the marks. Before solving the answer, writing the answer, solving the question, you must see the allocation of the marks. If question of 8 marks, write in detail. If 6 marks, write less detail. So it on. If they have 4 marks, then you have to write it in short. So in this way, you have to follow all these questions. So better you keep in mind question number 1, 2, 3. References should be used, all the references in any question. So these are 4 and 5 questions. There are some references in the 3 questions used frequently. Keep in your mind to use in all the questions. And the last and the least thing, try to keep the concept in your mind. Don't try to learn them by heart each and everything. Rather, just try your level best to understand the question. Then write in your own words, in your own sentences, simple sentences. That will be easy for you. These are the notes of Islamiat 11th Federal Board and other for English medium students. Other questions and answer would be uploaded very soon. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.